Hello, people. I am here with Hector or Hector. I met Hector when he came to Brazil, but he's going to tell you the story. My dear friend, it's wonderful to have you on the channel. Thank you for accepting doing this interview with me. The floor is yours.
My name is Hector. I'm from Mexico City. I'm so glad to be invited into this channel. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Could you tell people how we met and why we met?
Yeah, of course. I came to Brazil during the year 2015, just before the Rio Olympics. I came to Brazil through an exchange program made by Rotary. It's a program where you exchange one person for another. So my family received a student for Lithuania, and I was sent to Brazil. So I went to this little town called Palmitau in the state of São Paulo. At first, I was pretty scared because I never lived in a small city before. I was living in big cities, and I can say that it was a really good opportunity for me. I learned to live a different way, stress free. It's a pretty calm city. You can walk down the street. It's pretty calm. Nature is everywhere because in my city you won't see any tree unless you go to a park. So it was a pretty different experience. It was the opposite from my hometown. So I met Rodrigo after I started a Portuguese and English class with him. Every afternoon I will go to BP, and there I will take either Portuguese classes with the other exchange students or Portuguese or English classes by myself. So yeah, that's basically how I met Rodrigo.
Actually, his first host family was my cousins. Then we became really good friends. We have hectic lives. We don't talk much, but we never forget Hector. And I want him to tell you guys how much the exchange program has helped him. What did you bring from Mexico to Brazil, and what did you take from Brazil to Mexico after your exchange program?
It's pretty easy. When I came to Brazil, I came to Brazil with expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came back to Mexico with reality and good experiences.
Yeah.
When you go to Brazil for the first time before landing in Brazil, you have a lot of mistaken ideas, and then you realize it's pretty nice. I really like Brazil. It's a
Mm-hmm.
country that will always have a place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Here in my room, I have a really big Brazilian flag. It's half of my room. I like it a lot. I always when I go to another apartment in a different city, I always bring my Brazilian flag with me.
Yeah.
So what I can give you, what I can say about Brazil. So at least in my case, because I live in a really small town, I can
Mm-hmm.
say that people are pretty friendly. Almost
Mm-hmm.
everyone is gonna say hello to you every day. People are gonna try to show you the city 100 times. People are gonna invite you to their houses, to their parties. It's pretty easy to make friends in Brazil. And even though I'm Latino too, people in Brazil, I think they have more energy than Mexicans, and they are more intense in everything they do. They do it
Yeah.
in Mexico, that's not the case.
When Hector was here in Brazil, there was other six exchange students, but Hector and I, we became really good friends. He would go to my school every day, so we would talk about life. And then he started studying for TOEFL test preparation, also to learn better Portuguese. Well, I want to know how you are now. What are you doing? What's your major? How's your life? Did you get married?
So after I came back from Brazil, I started studying renewable engineering here in Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
But then after a year, I moved to Monterrey to
Mm-hmm.
study civil engineering.
Mm-hmm.
I study at the Monterrey Institute of Technology, which is one of the top three colleges in all of Latin America. It's pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
is like an American college. It's, it's enormous. Almost 50,000 people go there to college. It's pretty big. During the pandemic, I came back to my hometown, and now I'm currently working for a small construction company. But
Mm-hmm.
in August, I'm gonna go back to Monterrey probably.
Yeah.
Um, and finish my bachelor's degree.
So let me ask you one other thing. How has the exchange program changed you career wise, life wise?
In many ways, the most important way is that when you have an international experience in your curriculum, people from big companies always are curious about it, what
Mm-hmm.
you learn, where you go. That's one. The other thing is that learning Portuguese has helped me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But not many Mexicans know to speak Portuguese, and many
Mm-hmm.
of the biggest companies in Mexico or American companies that have their Latin American headquarters in Mexico ask
Mm-hmm.
for people that speak Portuguese, and that's
Yeah.
a really big advantage to have. Also at school, when they have documents in Portuguese, they always call me, and it's an advantage, at least in my case. But in any
Mm-hmm.
other case, I think it's changed. You have to do at least one exchange in your life to see life in a
Mm-hmm.
different perspective, in a different way. I
Mm-hmm.
would recommend people to go and exchange.
Yeah, I agree. What do you miss most about Brazil?
That's a tough question, but one of the things I miss the most every day is the food. I really like Brazilian food, like acai, all that is just amazing. Sushi.
Hector doesn't speak only Spanish and English. What other languages do you speak? Tell them.
I have a certificate that I'm B2 in French,
Mm-hmm.
and this year I also got a certificate that I'm B1 in German, so I speak a little bit German and French.
German, I didn't know. German is new to me. What can you tell people watching us now why they should learn languages and mostly English?
English is an universal language. Everywhere you go, you're gonna speak English.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, I had the chance to go to Europe with some friends,
Mm-hmm.
and we went backpacking around Europe, and
Mm-hmm.
everywhere we went, it didn't matter if either was France, Germany, Austria. It didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
People will spoke to you in English. So
Yeah.
if you don't speak English, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty hard to get by anywhere in the world. Really, anywhere in the world, they're gonna ask you for an English certificate. It's pretty hard to get a good job
Mm-hmm.
without
Mm-hmm.
English.
And I had the opportunity to teach you some advanced English because when you came to Brazil, you already spoke English very well. Did you see any difference by having classes with a non-native English teacher to teach you?
Yeah, it's different. It's completely different. Before I met Rodrigo, my only English teacher was a Australian woman, which was my English
Mm-hmm.
teacher during middle school and high school in my
Mm-hmm.
school.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of the only English teachers. She taught us a really good way to speak and to listen to English, but a specific grammar is better with a non-native speaker because they
Mm-hmm.
truly know
Mm-hmm.
the differences between tenses and words, phrasal verbs, because they have to study them too. So
He could learn everything the way he wanted because I could design the course the way he needed it and the way he asked me. Thank you for validating all of this job. It was awesome to teach you.
I had to tell you something that I didn't tell you before. After I came back to Mexico, I did the Cambridge proficiency test. I
How'd you
passed it,
go?
C2. Yeah, that
Great.
was pretty great. Cool, I got one though.
Awesome. What is the best memory that you have from you and me?
I remember those times that we will look at photos of cities and places, or the time that we will say prices of iPhones that were really expensive in our countries, or the were
I still love iPhones, actually. I'm still the same. I just have some more wrinkles, one more baby that you don't know, but I am still the same. To finish now, we're going to play the rapid round game. Brazil was
and unique opportunity and experience.
a word that defines my life right now is
Exciting, I guess.
actor, the professional.
Is ambitious a little bit.
My future will be.
Great.
Now you can ask me 5 questions.
If you can choose any country to live in the world, which country would you choose?
Any place that I can call home.
Are you gonna have another baby?
No more babies.
All right. Palmital right now is
The place to work and the place to be.
Which is the thing you miss the most about having classes, but not online classes? I mean,
being able to share a room with some other people, I got used to online teaching. I think it's more dynamic. People pay more attention. They have their cameras open. When I'm able to go back to my office, is going to be a great day. I think I miss that a lot.
tell me, which is your favorite series right now to
My
be
favorite series right now, my last favorite was Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is
And
awesome.
then I didn't like the ending as everybody
The
else.
ending is very
When we finish, I have a takeaway, a sentence, and a quote. When I met Hector, we clicked at the very first meeting because he has something that I think that every global citizen, because after you take an exchange program, you become a global citizen. He was polite, he was sincere, he was a gentleman, he was a friend, and he knew how to listen. He was one of the most amazing exchange students that I've ever met. I was so proud, and I'm sure that Talita was really also so proud to spend 1 year at your side. You are amazing. You are a supportive person. If we need you, we can call you and you're there. I'm sure that you'll be forever a great human being. Keep being this person.
Thank you, Rodrigo. I love your words. I'm not pretty great with words, but I have to say something too.
Okay?
The year I spent in Brazil was probably one of the best years in my life. I had a really good time, but was mainly for you guys. You guys were really supportive during that time with me. Talita and you all the time were by my side. We will eat together. We will have class together. So it was a really good time.
Yeah.
And I was we will always be thankful for you guys, and you know that you always have a place to call home here in Mexico.
Thank
So
you. Thank
thank you
you.
guys.
I hope I can travel soon again and so I can see you. Our doors are always open for you. You're always in our hearts, as well as all the other exchange students that we met. Thank you for being such a dear friend. And let's not lose touch. I want to meet your kids. I want to meet your wife. I want to meet your family anyway, because you are awesome. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the year that you spent with us here.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you,
And
everybody. This was Hector from Mexico. Thank
see
you,
you
Hector,
guys.
once again. Bye bye.
See you guys.